I know a lot of you are thinking it. Why did she have another baby when her first baby was autistic? Don't let being a parent to an autistic child stop you from having another child. Imagine that you give birth to a child, soon to find out that something is different. Eventually you start to hear the word autism at doctor's appointments and when searching on Google about things that are happening with your child. You start noticing the way others are judging not only your child but also yourself, assuming that these differences are because of poor parenting. You wonder how people could be so horrible to this sweet baby that you birthed and love so much. So many of you have been wondering, how long do I actually sleep? With both my kids struggling with sleep, Jace more severely so. I didn't actually know, so I tracked it for you guys last night, and these were the results. So it says that I got 2 hours and 10 minutes of restful sleep and 1 hour and 20 minutes of restless sleep. I don't mean all together. This is like added up throughout the night through multiple wake-ups. But I feel like that's not even too bad compared to like some of the nights we've had. There's always somebody that feels the need to tell me that my life is their worst fear. I get it. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard. But to constantly hear that the life that I have been given is other people's worst fear, I get this comment all the time. It's insensitive. If you have another child and they end up being autistic, I can guarantee you, you're still gonna love that child more than anything. People will often say, I don't know how you do it, but the only answer I have is you would too if it was your child. So next time you're out in public and see a child having a meltdown and think about judging them or their parents, instead imagine this. Imagine that's your child, the child you would do anything for. Imagine that it's your child who processes the world differently. Imagine that it's your child who struggles with things like communication and understanding that most of us take for granted. Please, for our children's sake, just imagine it was your child, just for a second. I think something important to let go of when you have special needs children is that idea you had of what motherhood was supposed to be like. The reality is that for a lot of us, motherhood looks different than what we thought it was going to. And that's okay. I know sometimes it hurts to look on social media or out in public at other families, and those feelings are valid. But it's important to also find the beauty and happiness in your own life. And that's something I'm really working on lately.
She got a point, isn't she? You know, it is quite insensitive and hurtful to hear comments that her life is people's worst fear. Like, I get, you know, it's not probably not the dream for everyone or for any mother to be the mom to two babies who have autism, but yeah, it's what you've been handed in life, and you know, you've carried that child for 9 months and you're giving birth to them, it's yours. You know, you're going to love them as much as you can, it's only natural. So yeah, I do get the fact that when she hears things like this, or when people are hateful towards her children, it is very nasty towards, and I guess there's probably a sense of anger and rage coming from inside of her because she doesn't want to keep hearing it all the time. No, exactly. Yeah. It's easy to look on social media, it's easy to go out in public and go to a park or a shopping centre and see all these wonderful, beautiful families who on the outside probably don't have any special needs. But obviously that's their lives, that's not her life, and she is learning, she openly said she's learning to cope and adapt to what her motherhood is like. It's not the dream that she would have grown up, you know, through school wanting, but that's hers, and you know, it's only hers.